Many games developers finally realize how the gacha game RPG will create a huge advantage for the company's revenue. No wonder nowadays every new game has a gacha base to summon and get the best character tier grade. But many game developers now are competing with each other to interact with a newbie by giving a free 5-star hero or a legendary grade gacha game for a free at the beginning. So, the rest is graphic visual will determine how the player will stay longer in gacha RPG games genre. Developers should understand it into the next level to make sure the loyal players keep playing it. Please help this video get 200 likes, please. Top 10 Best Gacha Game RPG for Mobile 2024. Very good visual graphic gacha game Android iOS 2024. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Crosscore. This type of games design is getting popular. There are many gacha games that have a similar style like Artery Gear Fusion. But Crosscore has way better gacha rate to get a 6-star hero. Even if you do a common gacha, we have a high probability to get a high tier grade. Crosscore RPG game has a chibi character design. But when we unleash the ultimate skill, then we will be able to see the actual character size, which has a really cool combination appearance at all. Our team will have one gauge meter and every skill will cost a different amount of gauge. At a certain point, the overload button will appear when the main energy reaches the limit. It will deal an explosive damage to the enemy. At the beginning, we will select a captain as our main hero between male and female hero. Both of the captain have a same power but only have a different appearance. This is the best new gacha game RPG for Android iOS in 2024. AsaC. This is the best gacha games RPG with a unique gameplay which we will play in tower defense mostly. After clearing waves, then we should move the hero by a joypad to the next waves. Every waves will summon a different types of enemies in a bigger number. We need to defend our turrets and don't let the enemy come closer to it. Every hero will be able to cast 3 different skills that will consistently consume some energy. Make sure we drag and aim into the right position to create a bigger area effect skill. Always moving your characters to dominate the area. It will boost your winning rate bigger and always focus on the enemy's movement to block the way in. This is the best strategy to win the chapter. At the beginning, we will get some free cool heroes through gacha. I really love the game's graphic. It has a 3D anime art style. Especially when our team unleashes the skill, it will show the special scene only once. AsaC is the best anime gacha games RPG for Android iOS 2024. AsaC Front. All games developer should play this game and do the same as this gacha game RPG 2024, because the first time we play, then we will get 10 times free reroll and get 1 guarantee of a legendary hero's tier grade. But also we can keep rerolling until you obtain your desired hero. So it's up to us to look for the best hero we wanted. Such a great features for the gacha game. The gameplay is quite unique and anti-mainstream. We will play in 2 different both sides of our teams and enemies. Then play the game in a turn-based. Make sure you deploy the air line hero and ground line hero because both areas will have a different enemy. The game seems like a tactical and strategy gameplay, so killing the weakest enemy first would be the best way before we are focusing on the boss fight. Best RPG gacha games for Android iOS 2024. Z-Warriors Unleashed. This game is on early access. If you want to play a Dragon Ball mobile game in idle mode, then this game would be amazing to try. Even we don't need to do anything, this is new gacha game RPG that will give us on one of free stars characters to start the journey, which is Goku. This hero is the main protagonist that will make us become so overpowered. The gameplay is fully idle with auto combat at all. We are only able to arrange the formation by focusing on the strategy, like the front row will be easier to take a damage, so make sure we place the tank role in the front lane, so your team will have a chance to anticipate the enemy's attack in a balanced strength. We can easily build up the team by tapping the auto equip and auto level up. Just with a single touch, then everything is done perfectly. All of the hero skill will be pretty similar to the movie, but please note this game is on early access beta, so please don't spend any cash until this game is global announced or release. Best Gacha Game RPG for Mobile 2024. The Eminence in Shadow. The Eminence in Shadow RPG. This game should be on the list because it has released on global and playable English version. Just to inform you, it has the original anime movie and ported into a mobile game become the best gacha games RPG 2024. I feel like the developer has increased the gacha rate to become higher. That's why when I try to pull 20 times the summon, then I get as rare characters, which are the highest tier level. The combat mechanism is an active turn-based game RPG, so every player will attack the enemy automatically by their basic attack. The skill is available to unleash by casting the strike combo. It will create a unit attack by 3 heroes at the same time. The damage will deal way bigger in a single target. Honestly, I really love the graphic. It is really good for an anime gacha game. It has the same visual as the anime with a great combat movement. The game will present with full of voiceover, but we should download an extra data in-game. Best Gacha RPG Games 2024 for mobile. Mythic Chronicles Isekai. Mythic Chronicles Isekai RPG. This game is the best gacha game RPG on mobile 2024. I'm pretty sure of it. It will become the most played gacha game RPG for mobile 2024. I'm really happy that finally someone is making high quality games with a great art style character design. Seriously, everything is done perfectly. The combat mechanism is the next level. It feels like I played a high quality RPG in idle mode. The game will be playable in portrait mode or vertical gameplay. So we just need a one hand to enjoy this gacha game at all. We can speed up twice or tap the auto scale button. Seriously, I didn't see any character star, which means we should build up every characters. This is a great idea on making a not pay to win gacha games RPG in 2024. Mythic Chronicles Isekai RPG is a casual game that we don't need to focus on the screen because everything can do an auto, especially in combat. Even the skill showcase is quite fast to finish. Every time the yellow gauge bar is full, then we can tap the ultimate skill to unleash it. Absolutely, Mythic Chronicles Isekai RPG is the best vertical game gacha on Android iOS 2024 right now. Beyond Warrior Idol. Beyond Warrior Idol RPG. Finally, I put the Chinese theme game RPG in gacha mode. The whole gameplay set in Chinese theme at all. The ambience, the character design, and also the character's name is absolutely Chinese. But the game has an English version which you all will enjoy playing it. Right now, the game is on development with beta testing. That's why it still has less features, but I love how the game will be playable on low-end phones to mid-range phones even though the game's size is quite small though. The combat mechanism is an idle game that we can play manually or automatically. Every hero will recharge the energy each time they land and successfully hit the enemy. Just wait until it is full to tap the skill is good for the players. Best Gacha Games RPG 2024 for any devices level. Brown Dust 2. Brown Dust 2. This is a must-play game gacha RPG for mobile 2024 that you really need to play right now. I really love how the developers deliver the storyline. It's pretty systematic and absolutely full of mystery and surprise. Absolutely an interesting story-driven game that you should play. That I feel like the game has a JRPG vibes and really brings it back to the golden era of a role-playing games. The game is not a pay-to-win RPGs. Just imagine we can keep re-rolling the free gacha until we meet the hero we wanted. Just a kind of a developer. The combat mechanism is a turn-based game. I'm pretty sure the first time you play it feel quite confusing. But then when you understand the concept, then you will realize how amazing the game is and how the strategy really needs to win the combat. Everything seems really refreshing in an open world RPG games. Brown Dust 2 is the best gacha game RPG 2024 for Android iOS. Tesia Isekai World. Tesia Isekai World. This game has less than 1 GB size, which is really light, and I think all kinds of devices can run this best gacha game smoothly. The gameplay is really interesting. We can create a lot of combos by placing the same card color. The more we make a combo that will increase more damage multiple times in percentage. This game will be set in many places in the arena, so we'll get a lot of different arena battle backgrounds. At the first summon, I get one SSR hero, which is really good in combat. We need to know which hero is good as a tanker or as the range attack, because the enemy will create a various combo and deal more than one attack like us, so every turn would become so balanced and fair. Even the level difficulty is quite challenging for a newbie player. Will not find any cutscenes or special skill effects. No wonder the game size is quite small but really good in graphic. Best gacha games for Android iOS 2024. Resonance Solstice. I played this game on beta testing, and so far after I play about 5 stages, I didn't find any auto button to cast the skill, and hopefully when the game's release we will keep playing this gacha game in manual mode, which is really difficult to find any gacha RPG games no auto right now. The character's design really gets my attention a lot. I love how chibi and cute those heroes look like. The combat mechanism is we only need to see the hero's special skill and drag or aim the skill into the enemy that you are targeted. Seriously, this kind of gacha game always has a huge market on global, just like a Blue Archive. We need to build up the character's strength just before we come into the dungeons, like upgrading the equipment, level, and ascending quality. The developer is from Chinese, which they need to make sure this game becomes a not pay-to-win friendly gacha games for mobile 2024. Mythic Sam. Bonus Mythic Sam. As a bonus, I will put this game as the best gacha game on mobile 2024 because on Play Store it got 4.6 stars, which is that really a high score actually, but my question is how comes it reached that number? Do any of you play this game? So far I see the game has a story-driven game with an open world concept, but everything is done automatically, even the mission is playable auto. We need to follow the mission and ask the NPC as our enemy to come into the area to fight. The combat mechanism is we only need to watch the whole gameplay actions because it's kind of an idle. The attack, the skill will unleash randomly. Every theme is inspired by Chinese based on character creation and also the character's background. Please help this video get a lot of likes. Thanks. The best RPG gacha games Android iOS 2024.